ReachOut Ministries, touching hearts, changing lives. ReachOut Ministries is changing a poor community in Guatemala, one child at a time. The vision to make a lasting difference in the lives of poor children began in the hearts and minds of Gary and Laura Sherwood from Lisburn, Northern Ireland, after a trip to Guatemala in 2004. ReachOut Ministries was born from their desire to make a difference in the lives of poor children. The next project was to raise money to fund the vision they'd been given. Between April and November, Gary and Laura raised over $27,000 to begin the work in Chiquimula. They purchased a brand new 15-passenger Toyota minivan to be used for the children and family. They also were able to provide everything necessary for the children to attend school. Lile Bonilla was selected to work with the children, providing tutoring and academic and emotional support. She would also be a liaison with the teachers and parents. Lile provided encouragement to the children and parents for regular school attendance. After about 3 years, Gary and Laura were no longer able to lead ReachOut Ministries. They asked Fred and Ruth Beach to be their American representatives for ReachOut when Fred and Ruth visited Northern Ireland in 2005. Having visited Chiquimula with Gary and Laura in November 2007 and being familiar with the benefits of the scholarship program, Fred and Ruth felt that they could not allow the program to die. They knew the impact the program was having on the lives of children and families. So while on a trip to Chiquimula in November 2008, they committed to take over the program and keep it going. They returned to the United States with a vision to see ReachOut Ministries continue to make a difference in the lives of children. ReachOut Ministries is a faith-based organization that is dedicated to improving the lives of poor and needy families by providing educational opportunities and addressing physical and spiritual needs. We are recognized as a 501c3 tax-deductible organization by the IRS. All gifts to ReachOut Ministry are tax-deductible. ReachOut Ministries has a volunteer board of 6 people. The Central American country of Guatemala is bordered on the north and west by Mexico, Pacific Ocean on the southwest, Belize on the northeast, the Caribbean on the east, and by Honduras and El Salvador on the southeast. It has an area of approximately 42,000 square miles and a population of 14 million. The official language is Spanish. Guatemala is divided into 22 departments which are roughly similar to our states and about the size of 3 of our counties. The work of ReachOut Ministries is located in Chiquimula, a city of about 100,000 people, and it is the capital of the department of Chiquimula. It is on the eastern border of the country and borders on Honduras and El Salvador. Guatemala is one of the poorest countries of the Western Hemisphere. According to the World Food Bank, Guatemala has the 4th highest rate of chronic child malnutrition in the world and the highest in Latin America and the Caribbean. UNICEF has stated that Guatemala has the worst malnutrition problem in Latin America, even higher than the 35.2% average in Africa. 55% of the population lives below the poverty level. The average income for a family of 6 is about $2,000 a year. Haiti and Honduras are the only Latin American countries poorer than Guatemala. Malnutrition is a significant problem. Over half the children under the age of 5 are malnourished. Although public education is free, it is not compulsory. The average level of education is 4th grade. Older children are often needed at home to care for younger children. They are also needed to work to provide income for the family. Of every 10 children in Guatemala, 8 start school, 4 complete the 3rd grade, and only 1 goes on to junior high school. Only 40% of Guatemalan children finish 6th grade. ReachOut Ministries provides an opportunity for poor children to obtain an education. We provide shoes, socks, uniforms, backpacks, school supplies, academic support, basic English instruction, and a daily nutritional support. The children in our scholarship program receive academic support and basic English instruction. This prepares them for learning English when they enter junior high school. This shows some of the children being tutored. Their advancement to the next grade is based upon their performance on tests at the end of the school year in October. Therefore, much time is given to prepare them to pass their tests. ReachOut Ministries has organized mission trips to Guatemala each year since 2005. We've participated in a number of community service projects as part of our annual trips. In November of 2008, ReachOut Ministries joined with the city workers and members of Iglesia Dios de Pactos to clean the streets of the city center. This brought a great deal of positive attention to ReachOut Ministries. We were written about in the local newspaper and also were on television. Several from our group were interviewed by representatives of the media. We also painted the gym floor and bleachers of several schools. We provided the paint and worked to better the environment for the children. ReachOut Ministries has done several of these painting projects. Because the children are the focus of ReachOut Ministries, much of our time when we are in Guatemala is spent bringing them joy. We provide opportunities for the children to have fun that they otherwise would not have. Among these activities have been trips to a water park or, more recently, a local pool. It's always a joy to see the children having fun splashing in the pool or going down the water slide. Each visit brings an opportunity for a party. We often celebrate birthdays with a large birthday cake, and there are usually several piñatas. Children are the same all over the world. They like to play games and have fun, and it's fun to play with them. As you can see, all the children love a birthday party. The local bakery likes to see us come to town too. There are always gifts for the children. Each child in the program receives a gift, and many children receive additional gifts from their sponsors for their birthday, Christmas, or other special occasions. One of the fun activities that we did with the children was when we took them to the mall. Most of them had never been there. They had never seen an escalator before. Some of them tried it fearfully. It was a whole new experience. But before long, they were all riding the escalator up and down. It was like a ride at an amusement park, and they were going down with their hands up in the air. They also enjoyed riding the elevator. The children had fun playing games at the arcade in the mall, and especially liked the Happy Meals at McDonald's. Pastor Otto was interviewed by a local television station. Several of the children in the program are honor students. They've been honored to carry the flag in a parade or to wear the honor sash. Nere and Patrick were chosen to be bank managers for a day. This is a program that gives good students the opportunity to work at a local bank for a day and shadow the bank manager. Cataline took honors throwing the discus at her school's track and field day. We have been privileged to be invited to meet with the governor of the Department of Chiquimula and also with the mayor of the city of Chiquimula. We received a letter of appreciation for our work from the governor. ReachOut Ministries had the joy and privilege of providing each of our families a food basket at Christmas. Over $600 was spent to fill 7 grocery carts with fresh fruit and vegetables. The track and field team of Valparaiso University in Indiana raised nearly $1,000 and partnered with ReachOut Ministries to provide food baskets and Christmas trees with lights and decorations for each of the families in the scholarship program. Because of their extreme poverty, the families had never had a Christmas tree or even been able to celebrate Christmas. We were told that some of the children were so excited about their Christmas trees that they slept near the tree. ReachOut Ministries also partnered with Community Evangelical Presbyterian Church in Owasso, Michigan, to provide microloans to aspiring entrepreneurs. 9 men and women have borrowed money from the microloan program to start or improve businesses. They each have said that they have been able to improve their lives with the money and also received training that was invaluable. They've learned to budget and use money wisely. This is the Avila family. Both of the children are in the scholarship program. The Avila's marriage was in turmoil and appeared to be headed for divorce. Mrs. Avila was considering her options if she left her husband. He was drinking heavily and not providing for his family, and there was a great deal of arguing and discord in the household. Mrs. Avila began attending church, and the children were invited to be in the scholarship program so that they could attend school. Mr. Avila began to see a change in the attitudes of his children and also his wife. He too began to attend church with his family. Soon after he started to attend church, they had an opportunity to see the movie Fireproof, which addresses the issue of responsibility in marriage and the role of the husband to care and provide for his family. Mr. Avila was convicted by what he heard and saw, and made a commitment of faith and decided to change the direction of his life with the help of God. Today, nearly 3 years later, their marriage is solid and the family is together. The children are happy and doing well in school. A family has been saved and lives have been changed, making our motto a reality, touching hearts, changing lives. These are some of the children in our scholarship program. And here, a few of our children are receiving their new school shoes. We have given gently used clothing to the families that we serve. Purchased at yard sales in the U.S., we've taken the clothing with us when we have gone to Guatemala. We took the children to see a movie. 50 children plus adult chaperones and snacks for each, all lined up to see Ice Age 3. We also visited an elementary school where several of our children attend. This is the kindergarten class with their teacher. We have visited several of the families of the children in our program in their homes. We took lunch with us, which we shared with the family, and it was a privilege to visit them. We have made many lasting friendships. The work of ReachOut Ministries is being used by God to change the lives of these children forever. They now have opportunities for employment and education that they otherwise would not have had. As adults, they'll be able to participate in their community and country in ways that they could not have without the support they have received from ReachOut Ministries. They have goals and dreams for their lives. They want to be doctors and teachers, lawyers and pastors. They are able to see a future for themselves and for their country.
All who dwell in darkness till their hearts be satisfied.